there's a lot more religious young people than people think. That's something I would say.
Young people aren't that open with their religious thoughts because they don't want to be confined to those stereotypes, which isn't a part of their religious experience.
In 2018, research revealed that 70% of young Brits claim to have no religion, with only 20% considering themselves to be Christian. The media were quick to declare this as evidence of a widespread rejection of Christianity amongst British young people. Jess and Clemmy are both in their early 20s and identify as Christian. I spoke to them about their personal experiences with Christianity and why they feel other young people are choosing not to engage with religion.
Why a lot of young people don't like religion is because of a lot of the associations. I think a lot of time there's like these very traditional concepts of like, well, obviously you can only speak for Christianity. These very traditional like ideas of like mass in the Catholic Church, for example, or even in the Protestant Church, like very long, boring, uncomfortable church services with nothing relatable, nothing that is interesting to a person who's like 15.
There's a lot of stereotypes attached to what being a Christian is.
I think there's especially this image of like, you know, young Christians especially being these very like pious, well-behaved.
Why do you sort of like go out all the time, or why do you get drunk, or I don't know why. I think genuinely the main question everyone is, oh, but you've had sex before marriage, like you're not married, etc. And I'm always like, oh, that's just such like a very, for me, that's just not what religion is about. Quite a few people, because they don't necessarily have any experience with religion, all they know is, oh yeah, Christians, they think this, that, this and the other, and therefore like if you say you're a Christian, I know that you think this because that's how it was taught in schools. That's like so far from like my like entering into religion. I got the option if I wanted to be confirmed or not, and by doing that you went into a group. I had never really talked about anything religious before this, and it just was more of an open conversation about general ideas, what you thought God was. Those people have become some of my closest friends. I think that also really helped. It was a group of young people who were all really interested to hear what other people thought. It was a very open space.
You feel closer to those people and you can maybe talk about things with them that you might not talk about like with your school friends. And I think that can be really valuable, especially when you're like a young teenager, to have a space where you feel like you can be quite intimate with people in like terms of your emotions and your feelings, as well as like they're just normal friends who you like sneak a bottle of wine out with.
I found this place a really good space to talk about things and also attach those problems to religion and sort of solving them through, not solving them, but thinking about how something higher could help you get through something. And then I think I've definitely taken that forward the rest of my life.
It's kind of just a way that I frame or try to frame how I behave, how I like deal with stress, how I deal with people being difficult. That's where my religion really comes in, is like the kind of core tenet of like kindness and like turning to God or to Jesus.
I think at the core it is a support system. It reminds me of like my family. My religion is very closely linked to my family, and yeah, just there being a higher power of something to fall back on, something that supports you whether things are going really well or things are going badly. Understanding that we're all the same, I like the idea that we've all just been made equal. It's sort of an equality type perspective as well.
I am not a regular, or I'm not anymore a regular churchgoer, but it's still central to like the way I view the world and how I like move through my life.